And good evening, everyone here. We just came in. Sorry about that. It's 7-6. We had a short pregame show since there was no coach's comments because Coach, nice serve on the far side. Coach had to coach the JV team too, and so since she had to coach the JV team, she did not have a chance to do us with some coach's comments to start off. And, of course, our pregame was brought to you by QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. We gave our starting lineups tonight with Woodmart Building Center, and if you did not get them, as a nice serve on the far side, I'm going to give them to you again here. We realized that we were on, but we did not hit start streaming. So early in the season here, this was not a regular scheduled game on our schedule on mechasportsco.com. Devils have the serve and a good ace there. Maddie Markwart with the serve and the ace. Double checking the score there as I put one on the wrong side there. It's 8-8 right now in the first set up here at the Panther Den. East Moline. And that one was out. Moline gets the score. East Moline gets the score. I'll do a little breakout between the games of how we got to this point. We went over how the Devils got here and the Panthers before the game, before we realized we were not streaming yet. Served by the Panthers. Panthers are up 9-8. Good set in front. Good job out there by Farlow. It's back to the Panther side, though. Devils have it. The set in front. Jada Brown had to come up, dinked it, and a good dig on the far side. Elena Kettner with that dig, but the Devils do get the point. We're tied at 9-9. Giving you that starting lineup. It might be now because initially I didn't start streaming and I just caught it like that. Tell them, look, hey, when you're done, it comes up. And we thank our fan for coming up there. They were trying to check here to see if they were going to get the broadcast or not, the stream, and we just corrected that. Good job inside, but it's going to go the other way on a side out. 10-9 Panthers. Thank you for the fan that came up. Yes, early in the season, folks. I did a little quick pregame show. I'm going to do a little between there to tell you what we talked about last weekend. And the only thing I had forgotten to do was start streaming, so you were probably listening to about 10 minutes of our intro song. Hope you like it. Panthers have the ball. Off the left side. And deep. Good job by the Devils there. On that left side, that did look like Mia Johnson. Substitutions now. Out of the ball game will be Kristen Damon. Into the ball game, Elena Moore. For the serve for the Devils, Madeline Hamby wears number 11. We are knotted up 10-10. In play, or try to get a quick one on the Devils. Hamby sets it. On the far side, good tip. Farlow with the tip, out, and a point for the Devils. Farlow caught just the side over there. Tian Luden. Here's Hamby. Devils are up 1. Almost an ace from the left side. Free ball for the Devils. Hamby. There's Bunty into the corner. Good job. Lena looked like she just almost jumped and was coming down, but she gets the kill. Hamby to serve again. Oh, net. And back over. As we mentioned, starting for the Devils tonight, it was Leah Knutson, Madison Lewis, Elena Bunty, Elena Moore, Madeline Hamby, Alyssa Farlow, and Maddie Markwart. That was our starting lineup tonight. On the other side, it was Kaylee Nemi, Mia Johnson, Emily Stevens, Addie Mink, Mackenzie Richter, and Linnell Wu. And, of course, as we mentioned, the coach, Kylie Rome, spelt like room with an extra E on it, but it is Rome. Set up front. Panthers get the dig. And Panthers get the spike from the front set. On that was Kaylee Nemi. 12-12. Back to the Panthers to serve. And we mentioned a little earlier, too, Mike Llewellyn, who this was not a playing game here. I looked and thought it's the Western Big Six opener. We didn't have it on the schedule. Nice job by Moore on the left side with the spike. She gets the kill. Ball flies over by the scoreboard, or the scoring table. Devils lead 13-12. Nice job, Elena. But it was not on our schedule. I made a last-minute commitment to come up here and make sure we get this one to you, since we missed some of the action this weekend, of course, in the 5 matches there at the Early Bird. Farlow put the ball in play. Devils have it. From the right side, Moore. Just a little long on the spike. 13-13. We mentioned this Panther team. Both their 2 matches so far this year have gone 3 sets. Far side, Johnson serves. Good job by Knutson. In play, left side, spike is tipped. Good dig on the Panther side. And then a little confusion after we got the dig. 2 of the Panthers couldn't decide. I'll take it, you got it, one of those. Or I got it, you take it. Devils will score. Substitution, Bunte checks out. Returning the ball. The match is number 8, Kennedy Gieselman, the senior setter, defensive specialist. She is serving. Good serve and 3 hits. Point Devils. 15-13 Devils, first set. In between, we'll go over that Early Bird tournament. Some of the scores so far for the Devils. Good serves in play. Oh, and snuck one over. Ran alongside of the left front to Maddie Markwart. She got a hand on it. But before anybody else could get to it, ball hit the floor. Vanilla Wu comes back in. That puts her in the front row. With her height, 6'3". Boy, in basketball, she seems so much taller. All the way back there now is Sophie Krause. Check that. It was actually number 7, Emily Stevens. Oh, and Moore just didn't get over the net. Had an open spot on the far side. Stevens serving again. Knotted up, 15-15. Good job out front by Farlow. Oh, and a great kill. But they get it back in play, and Awu gets it. Up front, it was an attack by Markwart. She did not get the kill because it was a great dig on the far side. And Linnell Awu made the contact down the left side, 16-15 Panthers. Stevens still serving. Up front, Moore. And off the front, into the net. With that was a score for the Devils. Ball was tipped anyway and did hit the floor, so it was going to be a point. Moore comes out. Also, Madeline Hamby comes out. Jada Brown is in. Now serving for the Devils. Once they get by her ponytail. Got to live with volleyball. Oh, and an ace there, and that was Kristen Damon with the score. 17-16. As we know, playing to 25. Conference, I believe, will go to 25 as well on the third one. Early in the season, of course, Chatham Glenwood, the third was 15. In play. Awu. No. Into the front of the net. Luce was right there as well as Markwart. Time to get a little spread here for the Devils. Devils, of course, you can see in their road blue trimmed in white. Oh, and a good serve. Good save on the far side. And Awu took care of it. Save was by Mackenzie Rickner. Right where Awu was in front. And Linnell puts down the kill. Out on the far side, Kaylee Nemi going back to service. Number 10, Riley Myers. Myers with the big brace on the left leg. Knee pad on the right. Serve. There, the Devils setting it. Oh! Just out. Sorry about that. Oh, but loose with a good swing. Just out on the far side. 18-18. Serving in for the Panthers, Riley Myers. Myers. Setter. And it's a double point. Devils have it back. Markwart drops back in the back. Jada Brown up in the front with Farlow and Bunty. No, check that loose. Good serve. Panthers. There's a free ball for the Devils. Jada Brown on the right side. Whoa! Good kill there. Took it off Riley Myers for the score. Nice set as well. Damon on the set. Devils with the serve again. Markwart gets it to the back row. Wu. Markwart with the pass to the front. Oh, and a nice spike off the left side. Alyssa Farlow into Wu and the right front. At that time, moving over there, it was Luden. Panthers. Good block up front. And a good job of getting it over. That was Bunty. No, check that loose. And loose. Down hard, but I believe she had the net. But they're going to do a replay. That's the double thumbs up, folks. So you can see the double thumbs up by the official. We play it over. 21-18. Devils still with the lead. Markwart with the serve. On the far side, getting the pass. Logo. Back to the Devils. Jada Brown. Long on the backside. Devils still up by 2. End of the ball game. Avery Lubeck. Lubeck in that back row, right between her. In the middle is Knutson. Knutson with the pass there. Bowled it right out front, and Wu was on the other side. That pass was right to her. Not much you could do. Devils still up by 1. Panthers now with the serve. Number 11, Addie Mink. Back row, Lubeck into the front. Jada Brown had to just push it over, and a good job pushing it over just enough in the back. Trying to get to it was Mink, and a point for the Devils. Knutson comes. Back to serve. Farlow's in the front row. Bunty came in. Brown stays in the front row. Wu. Oh, good job on the dig. In the back, that was Lubeck. Front. Oh, and Lubeck can't get to that one. Good kill on the far side. Mia Johnson came from the left, took it back into the back row. Lubeck right before that did a nice job. Devils still up by 1. Heading back to serve for the Panthers now, Elena Kettner. Kettner tries to float one in. It's a free one for the Panthers. Up to the front row. Oh, trying to get Brown. Brown had it. Right back to Brown. She goes in the back row. Free one for the Panthers again. Oh, good dig there by Knutson. Brown. Oh, and found the gap in the back. She split both Kettner and Mink for the point. Good job, Jada Brown. Saw some early stats on the Devils, but it was only 2 games, the first 2 games of the pool play, and not Chatham yet. So once we get the whole body of stats, we'll send some out there. Most important stat is to win the match. Hamby comes in. She's serving. Madeline, good job. She gets the ace. Trying to pass was Mia Johnson. Couldn't get it up. Fell into a dead area. Timeout take, and we'll take a quick timeout, come back. Devils lead 24-21 in the first right here at Panther Den. It's mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And welcome back here at the Panther Den, East Moline or United Township High School in East Moline. Devils are in the first set up 24-21. It is set point, set serve. Madeline Hamby's back to serve for the Devils. Hamby back all the way at the baseline of the basketball. And we are ready. Madeline wears number 11. The serve. And a great serve. It's an ace. Not being able to pass the ball was Johnson. And the first set goes to the Devils, 25-21. Good job by the Devils to open up with the first one. And as the Panthers have been doing, they played a tough one here within 4 of the Devils. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be ready for set number 2 right here. It's Quincy High Blue Devils basketball. Check that, volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MechaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Welcome back to the Panther Den. Getting ready for set number 2. Hope everybody's out there can hear. You know, we talked about the first match there against Chatham Glenwood, and we had everything rolling. Mike Llewellyn did an awesome job, and it was really one of those broadcasts that you'd love to hear or streams, not only for Quincy High, but also the Chatham fans. A lot of information that both of us had gathered, and it was one button on the computer that hid the mixer, and we didn't get it. Now, tonight I had somebody come up, and it was great. Everything's running fine. I kept wondering why the mixer looked like it was bouncing a little bit. Yours truly forgot to hit start streaming, so that was the, you probably listened to about 8 minutes of our beautiful music to head. So, should be there. Hopefully we'll get a quick note from a couple people who said they weren't getting it and be ready to go. All right, speaking of last week for the Devils, as they started off the season against Chatham Glenwood at home, that match was almost state caliber match. Devils won the first one 25-22, lost the second 28-26, won the third 17-15. During the early bird, the Devils won all 5 matches, never lost a set. They went 10-0, beating Winchester 25-8 and 25-18, Fort Madison 25-5 and 25-7, East St. Louis 25-20 and running off 7 points here to win 26-24. Galesburg in the bracket play, semifinals winning 25-13, 25-19, and beating East St. Louis in the championship 25-13, 25-13. And also, all-tournament team, Lena Bunty, Leah Knudsen, and Madeline Hamby. So there was a little bit of our pregame there, brought to you by Kunis Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. And, of course, I had mentioned your starting lineups as well. And, of course, earlier I gave a couple shout-outs to people who were listening, and they probably didn't hear it. Scott Moore gave me a shout, as well as Lori Quavillion. So shout-out to both them. Here's our lineup sitting here looking down at the Devils right now. Madeline Hamby standing back at the baseline. Knudsen's in there. In the front line is Farlow, Moore. And as soon as it's Bunty or loose, as soon as someone moves there. And in the back, it is Marquardt to start number 2. There you go, it's Bunty. Madeline Hamby, who finished off the first match set, will be serving in this one. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I guess it would be good to clear the scoreboard here, folks. So let me do that real quick while the Panthers are trying to put the ball in play. And I believe the Devils get the first score. Hamby with the score. Madeline to serve. We'll give you the starters for the Panthers in a second. Nice job in the front. Bunty and Moore were right there. Bunty with a little tip, scored 2-0. On the far side, defensive specialist Elena Kettner in there with her number 9 orange jersey. We'll check it again as Hamby serves. Madeline, it's a free ball for the Devils. Oh, and it's a free ball, and it was right in the middle of nowhere. Knutson tried to make the dive, could not get to it for the dig, and it will go over to the Panthers. Serving for the Panthers will be number 12, Mackenzie Richter. Up in the front row, Kaylee Nemi. Also Mia Johnson. And here's the serve. Good job by Knutson. But in the front row, Mia Johnson was right there. Ball was set almost to her. Emily Stevens also in the front row as well. And rounding out our other player in the back left, number 11, Addie Mink. Panthers with the serve. Let serve. Of course, those are live. You play them. That means it hit the top of the net and went over. Devils with a slight attack. Good job by Bunty in the front with the block. Farlow was right there with her. Here's a pass, Hamby. And Hamby gets blocked, and Hamby gets blocked because Mia Johnson reached over the net when Hamby was in the middle of a set. 3-2 Devils. Beautiful weather out there today, by the way. Mid-80s up here in the Quad Cities in the Panther Den. Served by Farlow. Up front, nice block up there. That's Markwart and Bunty. Markwart with the block there. Double wall off the left side. Moore's also up in the front. Hamby and Knutson in as well. Back to serve. Farlow. Alyssa. Good job. All the way to the back. It's going to be a free one for the Devils. Up to the front to Hamby. Passes up the first one. Second one is Moore. Good job. Bunty flew by. Moore with the kill. 5-2 from the Devils. Keep it rolling here with Farlow. Still serving. We're in the second. Farlow gets the serve over. Tried to do a quick one on us. Good job by Hamby. She was there. Bunty sets it. And she sets it to Moore. Elena, just a little bit of dink. And up front was Johnson and Stevens. A side out on that one. Not a side out, but the ball went out. Devils with another score, up 6-2. Nice start to this one. Farlow, goes deep and in. Watching the ball go by was Kettner. Wasn't sure if it was going to be deep. Alyssa put just enough to make it drop. We've got a timeout. Devils lead 7-2. We'll take a timeout. Back with more on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back at the Panther Den, Jeff Wellman here. By the way, if you do enjoy the QHS volleyball, make sure when you go on to hit like, also subscribe. That helps out, and it also notifies you when we have the next match. Sort of like today, you might have been notified to say, hey, look, Wellman made a last-minute decision. Devils get the serve in out of the timeout. Knutson has it live. It hits up top. Good job and good concentration. It's a free one for the Panthers. Hit the volleyball net, which instead of going across goes, and the ball hit the antenna, I believe. Devils get the score on that one. As I mentioned, most of the time, dividers or the curtains go across the court to the middle. This one goes lengthwise, which is interesting. First time I've noticed that. Farlow with the serve. Deep. And in. It just dropped on the back line. Again, not knowing. Kettner was back there watching. Farlow doing a great job there. 9-2. Devils in the lead. Excellent. Thank you, Coach Brunner. Coach Brunner out there listening to us a little bit there. A tip. And a great job of digging that one. That was Farlow in the back. Panthers into the net. Point Devils. Mink hit it. Speaking of which, congratulations to Coach Brunner. The other night he had his number 12 hole-in-one out at Westview on number 15 hole. Now maybe his UCLA Bruins will get off number 11 and win their 12th national championship. Farlow. Nice job in the back, getting it in. Devils have a free one. Hamby, the short one. Oh, and a great job. Hamby with the quick set. Right there was Bunty. That is a timing situation, as Coach Llewellyn will tell you here if he was sitting here. 11-2. Good kill by the Devils. That was Bunty. Farlow continued to serve. Of course, Hamby closed out the first set, started out the second set. Farlow back into the back. Good pass there by Kettner, but the Devils get a free one. Back row attack. That was Farlow, and it did not get over the net. Good dig on the opposite side, but Farlow will get the score, and the Devils get the score, 12-2. Alyssa Farlow in the front, Markwart, Moore, and Bunty. This one doesn't get over the net. Side out, back over to the Panthers. 12-3, Devils lead this one. Won the first one. You know, I don't think I wrote it down. I think it was 25-21. I'll double check that there. In the moment. Good job from the left front. Markwart takes the shot off the body of Addie Mink, and another score for the Devils. 13-3. Devils with the lead. Bunty goes out. Luce is back in that front row with Moore and Markwart. And back to serve number 8, Kennedy Gieselman. She's a senior setter, defensive specialist. Oh, almost an ace there with that drop. Panthers get it back in play. And losing the free ball was Stevens trying to get it back over. It was going to be a free ball. Instead, it becomes a free point. Gieselman back. And the serve. Set on the far side. Oh, and a nice kill there from the side. They said it was tipped. I believe that was Addie Mink on that one. Actually, that might have actually been Emily Stevens on that one. Emily Stevens goes back to serve right now. 14-4, Devils with the lead. Panthers with the serve. Awu's back in that front row, front left. All 6'3" of her. Markwart with the pass up front to Hamby. Hamby. Bunty has to reach up, check that loose, and just dink it over. Good block there. Moore and Luce were there, but getting through was Addie Mink on the kill. Stevens again serving for the Panthers. Knutson, good pass to Hamby. Moore, just over the fingertips, and almost getting up there too soon was Addie Mink. Moore got enough of the fingertips. Devils with the score. 15-5, Devils with the lead. Moore's coming out now. Also Hamby. Jada Brown goes in. Also checking in, Kristen Damon. She'll go back to serve. She got the cool-looking blue shoes. Two-tone blue, or they're a light blue and a dark blue. Kind of an aqua in there. I love them. Good serve. Set. Awu comes up. Oh, and a great block, Markwart. Markwart and Luce were up there together. Markwart got the block for the Devils. Awu tried to split them. Substitution. Gwen Zwick checks in, number 5. And checking out Alyssa Farlow. Damon back to serve for the Devils. Up 16-5. Oh, had a little knuckleball there. Panthers did a good job of keeping that one in play. Up front, Jada Brown. Out. Thought we maybe had a touch there, and of course she was matched up in front with Linnell Awu, who she will see a lot of in the basketball season. As in the post, Awu, she had girls hanging on her last year as we played that one in Blue Devil Gymnasium. Stick around after the match. Coach Brown will make her way up here. She has to run down the hallway up the stairs and find us in the corner here. As we mentioned, she had to coach both matches. She coaches the JV. Nice ace there. Riley Myers on the ace for the Panthers. 16-7. And I'll mention why Brown has to coach the first game. Second one's up. Deep. And Knutson put it out, but it was way deep. Trying to help out was Damon. Couldn't get it in play. Devils need a side out here, still up 16-8. Actually, our coach, who coaches the JV, Rick Owsley's daughter, who is now a Rutgers, and of course she's expecting, so she will not travel. So Coach Brown has to coach the JV game before and the varsity. And one reason we did not get a chance to get Coach's comments on tape there. Devils put it over for the Panthers. Awu, a tip out front. Bunty was there. Check that loose was up there, but off to the right side. Awu gets the score. 16-9, slight comeback here coming from the Panthers. This is set number 2 of the match. Devils won the first. And a long serve there. Serve was taken by number 10, Riley Myers, and Devils get a point. I'm going to have to double check with Coach on that first one. I believe it was 25-21, but we'll do a double check there. Serve by Markwart. Down the right side. Trying to sneak that one in was Myers. Knutson had it. Brown down the side. Good dig out there. That was by Kettner. And not getting over on the right side, the Panthers, Devils score. 7 points from the match victory, up 18-9. Markwart, good serve. Markwart gets the ace as it went off of Johnson and out of play. Nobody could track it down. 19-9, Devils with the lead. Substitution now. Brown comes out into the match. Edie Campbell. Edie is the senior middle hitter. Good serve on that one. Comes back over to Knutson. Into the front, Damon. Whoa! Loose with a great attack. Panthers kept it alive. Everybody's waiting, and they're going to replay it. Loose with a body shot. Panthers didn't get it over, but both officials did a double check on what they had, and let's go with a thumbs up and replay it. 19-9. Markwart. Little long this time. Maddie Long on that one. Substitution, Maddie comes out. Avery Lubeck in, the senior libero defensive specialist. She's in the back row. She hangs out there with Zwick and Knutson. Up to the front. Quick one to this side. Nice attack out there by Edie Campbell. Just checked in. Oh, and a great job on that dig. That was Lubeck. Devils, though, cannot get it back and over. Awu's right there in the front, and you heard the Awu call. 19-11, Panthers with the serve. Deep is Addie Mink. Devils ready to receive. Set to the front row. Cross court, free one, and the Devils don't get it over. Unforced error there. Devils still up by 7, 19-12. Still serving for the Panthers, Addie Mink. Back row, Leah, waiting in the middle. Oh, and luckily, she looked over at Avery. They both looked, and luckily that ball zoomed right by and out of bounds. Devils with the point, up 20-12. Leah back to serve. Checking your front row. Bunty's up there with Campbell. Now going up for the block. Good job on the block. That was Zwick. And Zwick has the block and the point for the Devils. 21-12 rush. Knutson with the serve. Oh, almost an ace back there. Good job on that pass up front. Tipped at the front. Devils have it. Damon sets across court. And blocked in the front, but it was enough to get it over, and Zwick gets the point on that one. Good job, Gwen. We have a timeout, 22-12. We'll take a timeout. Blue Devil Volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on megasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Mecca Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecca Sports.
Back to action. Sorry about that, cutting into our own Mecca ad, but Lee Knutson with the serve. Devils are up 22-12. Second set, won the first one. Back row, hard and long. Lubeck tried to hit it from the back row. Point goes far side to the Panthers. 22-13, Devils still with the lead. And taking it back, our defensive specialist, Elena Kettner, wearing number 9. As we mentioned, the orange jersey here. Serve into the back row. Nice job by the Devils. Oh, and a great job touch there. Damon set it up for Bunty. Bunty came in hard and then had to dink it over to an empty space, 23-13. Damon checks out. Also Campbell checks out. Hamby's going to serve. Moore's back in the front row with Bunty and Zwick. Hamby picks the right side, trying to sneak it in there. Knutson had it. Oh, and there's another little dink there by Bunty, and she gets another one in. You got up there. The defense was set up, didn't feel the timing, and we've got match point here, 24-13. Hamby to serve. Madeline. Panthers have it in play. Up for a spike, a great block on the front. That was Zwick and Bunty. Oh, and a good spike from the back row. I believe that was Addie Mink on that one. That'll extend the match a little bit. 24-14, Devils still up by 10. And heading back to the service line, Mackenzie Richter. And yes, Cindy Hull, as you listen, it's called Wing It. So, and I don't mean out of Buffalo. There we go. Oh, a floater, but it's out. And that is the match there. And it ends on the errant serve by the Panthers. So the Devils win, and I'm sorry, the first one I forgot to write it down. 25-21, we're going to go with that right now. 25-14 in the second one. So the Devils a sweep where are 12 straight. And if you go back 13 straight, if you go back to the Chatham, we've only lost one set in the entire season so far. And for the Blue Devils, you start off the season 1-0 in the Western Big Six. So good job there by the Blue Devils. That'll do it for the regular portion of our match. We'll take a break, run some ads here, come back, hopefully talk to Coach a little bit, and wrap her up. And unlike the days of stats for basketball, it's hard to keep stats here unless they give them to you. But the final stat is the most important. Blue Devils 2 sets, the match victory, Panthers 0, and the Devils now improved to 7-0. It's Blue Devil Volleyball, Western Big Six style right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
And welcome back to the Panther Den. Here in East Moline, that's United Township High School. The Devils open up their Western Big Six with a victory here. 25-21 Asterisk, 25-14 as they sweep both sets for the match. They improved, like I say, to 1-0 in the Western Big Six. They did beat Galesburg last week. Of course, that was in the early bird. They'll have a chance there. And, of course, we talk about Moline and Geneseo as the top teams to beat for the Devils. Those were the teams to beat last year. And so you've got to remember, every other night, we talk about this a lot in basketball or any sport, you can't take the rest of the conference for granted. So with that in case, nights like tonight where the Panthers come in 2-0, they played a couple matches where they've gone 3 sets. And that first one, you could tell right there, they got it close and went all the way down to 21-22, GIF and all that. So, yes, hello out there to our Blue Devil fans. And so thanks again to the mom or grandma or whoever came over and said, hey, they're not picking you up. It was just like in town. There's that button called Start Streaming, and, we got it out there. So we missed a few points out there, but we caught the most part of the match there, too. And the Devils will be Thursday. They'll travel up here again to Rock Island. We will not be here for that one. We always have some issues over there, but we will not make Rocky. Next week will be our next broadcast. That will be next Tuesday, and we will be at home as we invite Geneseo in, and Geneseo will be in for that one, and that'll be our first match to really test. It'll be the third Western Big Six match, but it's going to test us. That'll be our first one, and it'll be at home, so make sure you get out there next Tuesday and cheer the Blue Devils on as they improve to 7-0 here. Hey, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back when Coach Brown makes it up here, talk to her as the Devils improve to 7-0 with a 2-set sweep tonight, and they are on a roll. Blue Devil volleyball right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MeccaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
And welcome back to the Panther Den. Of course, you saw the Panther Den through our last 2 ads there. We thank those guys for hanging out with us there. And, of course, basketball season will be around, but we got a full fall out here. And, by the way, too, we'll also talk about that. I did not get a chance during the broadcast to talk about the activities happening tonight. A lot of those scores were already going on. Soccer is playing Geneseo at home tonight at 6 o'clock. A little late for a score on that one. Tennis opened up tonight against Chatham Glenwood at 4 o'clock. Boys golf will be Wednesday at Macomb Country Club. Of course, football is on Friday. That'll be at Alton at 7 o'clock. And then girls golf, they've got a busy week here. Girls golf is today at Moline, Wednesday at Hannibal, Thursday, Galesburg, Lake Bracken. Coach Brunner liked that one. And then Saturday, they'll be at the normal invite. And, of course, cross country, they were also out in Jacksonville today, so that was the other things happening there. And so Coach Brown joins me. And, Coach, good match. It's the Western Big Six first match. Oh, you know what? I turned your volume down there. There you go.
There we go.
The hearing. I didn't want to have to hear that.
That's all right.
But anyway, we start the Western Big Six. The Panthers only played 2 matches last week, but both of them went 3 sets. So they were playing tight. And that's kind of the way the first set went. They were just hanging in there with us.
Yes. Every time we come to UT, it's always such a different mindset, a different atmosphere. They always have a lot of energy. We usually do kind of struggle in that first set, almost every single time. So I knew that going in, and I was like, you know what, we just have to adapt to every gym that we are a part of, that we come into, and just go out and play our game.
And, of course, what I did, too, is I went and erased it off the board, forgot to look down. What was the 25 first one? 21?
21, I believe. Yeah.
We're going with that because I did the same thing.
Yep.
All of a sudden, as soon as you hit 0, you go,
Yep.
I have no book to look at there.
Yes.
So second one was a little different. You guys came out. Of course, Hamby finished out the first one, servicing out, started the second one, and then Farlow got on a run as well in that second one.
Yeah, something that we were extremely proud of was Alyssa just being super consistent tonight in both sets. She was very consistent and stayed very calm in serve receive, in her swings, in her block, everything about it, which we've been pushing for since the end of last season. We knew that was the goal coming in for her. She actually got what we've been giving out, Blue Devil of the Game, and she earned that tonight from Kennedy Gieselman. So that was a really fun thing for us.
Well, looking up at the front row, we have our hitters, and there were some good hits and attacks tonight. Some of the scoring came from Lena with the dinks. Bunny had the dinks. Moore did a nice job out there. A couple of more touches in that. I thought she did a good job in the start tonight. So we saw some different looks, and maybe not the kill so much, but the placement.
Correct. We've been working really hard about, like, other options other than swinging. We know we can swing on the ball. We know we can put the ball through the floor, but what are some other options that can be open that also count as a point and a kill for us? So we knew that they have a really big middle, and she was very aggressive, and we knew we were going to have to work around her. And I was like, this would be a great game for us to try some other shots. So I was like talking about different tips and pushes that they could do, and they excelled very well.
And you nailed it right in the middle. Linnell Awu at 6'3". Basketball, she seems taller. Her sister was tall. And when Jada Brown was in that front row, I went, oh, don't worry. You guys are going to have a whole basketball season to look at each other. And
they
she's
already
tough.
They talked about that at practice last night.
And I think that's cool, too, because Awu does have a pretty good kill in the front attack. She's a big girl. She didn't get up as high and all that. And there was a couple of them she did put in.
Oh, yeah.
But then I thought we did a great job. Our serves, and I don't know if a couple of those knuckleballs, because on the passes, they were going errant for the ace, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah, we were very strong on our serve tonight, and that's something we also talked about in the locker room. You know, we were able to go on rallies with that. Without being able to be consistent in serve, we can't make any runs. So I thought we did a great job. The only struggle for us tonight really was the communication and pushing the ball up past the 10-foot line to be in system. And that's what we'll work on tomorrow and be ready for Rock Island on Thursday.
That was my next question, what you thought there was out there you could work on.
Yep.
Now we got Thursday at Rocky.
Yes.
And now, do they play in the old gym or the new gym? So the old gym is the girls' gym, and then you have the big gym, which is the Rock Garden.
It's the big gym.
Okay.
Yep.
But I love the girls' gym. We will not be there, and we always have trouble with that one, too, so good luck on that one. We come back, and, of course, it'll be the matchup next week, your third Western Big Six against Geneseo. Llewellyn will be back in the seat as well, so we'll have a good chance there, and you'll get to have a good idea right then of where you're at in the conference. I really haven't been following everybody yet. It's too early in the season.
Yeah, this was the first night for all conference games to start. So.
Right.
So yeah, that'll be a big matchup for sure. I'm happy that we play them first in our home gym. So we're gonna hopefully have all the fans there cheering us on. And
you got 2 wins tonight, Coach.
Yeah.
Because you get to coach the first game too. As I was mentioning, my pregame started off and I forgot to hit start streaming. I tell you, this guy will get it once in a while. And we were talking about why you were there. He was one of my good friends down there. He's been there. He announces the softball and baseball games. Always helps us. But you got to win the first one too. What'd you like out of your JV squad?
They're very resilient. They persevere through the tough times. That's something we've been working on with them as far as like their mental toughness now. At the lower age, it's a little more difficult to have that mindset of just positivity no matter what happens. And I thought they did a great job pulling out the win. They were down by 5 or 6 points, and they were resilient. They persevered, and they went through.
Let's don't forget the freshmen. Do we know how they did?
They won. I didn't hear much from Brenna because we went straight into varsity, so I'll hear more here later.
And let's give a shout-out to Coach Ruckers, who stays at home on these because, of course, she's expecting. Do we have a due date?
September 23rd is the due date. But, yeah, I think she's going to go early. But she was messaging the whole time. I mean, she was watching on NFHS. She was messaging about JV. She would message for timeouts for varsity, and we're taking it. That's why I had my phone. I don't know if you saw that, but it was Coach Reckers giving us feedback. So
that's pretty good.
I love that she still wants to be a part of it.
I've seen that before. It was Coach Longo. Usually in a soccer match, when you come up, you could always send him a message, and he answered the message, too.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha, Coach. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we have our manager, Aubrey. She was taking reins of that.
Congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck on Thursday, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
And that is Kate Brown. Of course, she is the head coach of the Devils, who won again tonight. And her comments are brought to you by QHS Auto Group. Faith, family, and giving back. We'll hear from them and come back to wrap this one up right here on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And back at the Panther Den, Jeff Wellman here to wrap it up as the Devils improve to 7-0 on the season. East Moline will fall to 2-1. As you heard me with Coach there, Devils will be back up on the road Rocky on Thursday, and then we'll have them on Geneseo next week when they come at home. So good luck to the girls there, and great match tonight as they win 25-21, 25-14. And, of course, you've been listening and watching Quincy High Volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on mechasportsco.com. Good night, everyone.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit mechasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.